What if I told you that Bruno Mars, the man who built a career out of defying expectations, is about to do it again? What if I told you that in 2026, he could be stepping into an entirely new chapter, one that no one saw coming? Whispers are spreading, industry insiders are buzzing, and fans are piecing together clues like detectives on a case. The rumor? Bruno Mars, the king of funk, soul, and showmanship, is preparing to collaborate with Sabrina Carpenter, one of the fastest rising stars of her generation. It sounds unlikely. It sounds impossible. And yet, doesn't that sound exactly like Bruno Mars? A man who never plays it safe, who thrives on the unexpected, who builds suspense only to break through the walls of predictability and leave us stunned. Tonight, we are pulling back the curtain on the mystery. We are diving into the whispers, the secrets, and the hints that suggest one of the most exciting collaborations in pop music history might be about to unfold. But before we go deeper, before we explore the heart of this rumor, I need you to do something. If you love discovering the hidden truths behind music's biggest stories, if you crave the kind of storytelling that keeps you at the edge of your seat, subscribe to this channel, hit that like button, and share this with every Bruno Mars fan you know. Because what you're about to hear may change the way you see the future of pop music. Bruno Mars. A name that has become synonymous with perfection on stage. He's not just a singer. He's a craftsman. From the start of his career, he's been obsessed with one thing: creating moments that feel timeless. His songs aren't just chart toppers, they're soundtracks to our lives. Just the Way You Are became the wedding anthem of an entire generation. Uptown Funk wasn't just a song, it was a cultural explosion. And Leave the Door Open. That wasn't just music, it was theater, style, and seduction rolled into one. But here's the secret to Bruno's genius. Every time you think you know him, every time you think you've figured out what he'll do next, he blindsides you. He is not an artist who repeats himself. He reinvents himself. He thrives in the unknown. Which is why this rumor, this talk of Bruno Mars working with Sabrina Carpenter, feels so believable. Unexpected, yes. But when has Bruno Mars ever chosen the expected? Now let's look at Sabrina Carpenter. A rising star with a fire in her voice and steel in her ambition. She's the girl who many thought would remain forever in the shadow of her Disney past. But 2024 changed everything. With Espresso, she shattered the mold. With her bold performances, her playful defiance, and her refusal to play by the rules, Sabrina Carpenter transformed from underdog into superstar. By 2025, she wasn't just performing, she was commanding. Her music, her style, her very presence carried the confidence of someone who knows she belongs. Two worlds. One veteran, one rising icon. What happens when they collide? It's the contrast that makes this rumor so electric. Bruno Mars brings a voice drenched in soul, a performance style rooted in decades of tradition, and a career that has already made him a legend. Sabrina Carpenter brings wit, youth, boldness, and a sharp Gen Z energy that feels unstoppable. Together, they could create something unlike anything we've ever heard before. And if the whispers are true, that is exactly what's happening. But let's rewind. Because to understand the weight of this potential collaboration, we need to understand Bruno Mars' obsession with legacy. From the moment he stepped on stage, Bruno has been chasing one thing: immortality through music. That's why every era of his career has felt like a reinvention. The doo-wop crooner. The funk maestro. The soulful romantic. The silky, retro half of Silk Sonic. Bruno Mars doesn't just follow trends, he bends time. He brings the past into the present and makes it sound like the future. So why Sabrina Carpenter? Why now? Because aligning himself with the next generation isn't just strategy. It's survival. It's proof that Bruno Mars can exist not just as a legend of the past, but as a force in the future. And for Sabrina, this isn't just a collaboration. This is validation. To stand beside Bruno Mars, to share a stage or a studio with him, is to step into the pantheon of artists who matter. This isn't just about making a hit single. This is about writing a chapter in history, now let's talk about the clues. Because this isn't just speculation. Fans have noticed the breadcrumbs. First, the studio sightings. Bruno Mars' longtime producer was spotted leaving a Los Angeles studio just days after Sabrina Carpenter posted a cryptic photo from the very same building. Coincidence? Maybe. But in pop music, coincidences are rare. Then, in an interview, Sabrina teased that she had been working with legends, but when pressed for names, she smirked, she dodged, and she left fans hanging. And what about Bruno's own Instagram story, where faintly, in the background, you can hear a female voice humming, laughing? Fans swear it was Sabrina. Are we reaching? Or are we catching glimpses of a collaboration too massive to keep hidden? The music industry thrives on secrecy. Albums are recorded in silence, collaborations kept under wraps until the perfect moment of revelation. But sometimes, the truth slips out in fragments, and fans, hungry for answers, put the pieces together long before the official announcement. And right now, the pieces are aligning around Bruno and Sabrina. Imagine it. 2026, the stage bathed in gold light. The unmistakable groove of Bruno Mars' band strikes up. The crowd roars. And then, out of the shadows, Sabrina Carpenter steps forward. The room explodes. Two voices, two styles, blending in a way no one predicted, but everyone instantly understands that it would not just be a song. It would be a cultural earthquake, but maybe this is more than just music. Maybe this is about what it means to bridge generations. Bruno Mars has always carried the torch of the past. He channels James Brown, Prince, Michael Jackson. Sabrina Carpenter represents the now, the digital, viral, unapologetic wave of pop stardom. Together, they could build a bridge. A sound that feels both timeless and brand new, and let's not forget the possibility that this isn't just about a single track. Some insiders whisper about a tour. Maybe even a concept album. Imagine a Bruno Mars and Sabrina Carpenter world tour. Night after night, city after city, two galaxies colliding on stage. The spectacle, the fashion, the choreography, the music, it would be unstoppable, but of course, there is doubt. There are skeptics. Some argue that the rumors are fan fiction, nothing more than internet chatter. Others insist Bruno Mars would never make such a move, that he has nothing to gain. But isn't that what they said before Silk Sonic? Before Uptown Funk? Bruno Mars thrives on shocking the world. And Sabrina Carpenter? She thrives on proving doubters wrong. So maybe the skeptics are wrong again. What we do know is this: whether or not the rumor is true, the very idea has already captured the imagination of millions. Because deep down, we crave these moments. We want to believe in the impossible. We want to see artists we love break boundaries and create something bigger than themselves, and if Bruno Mars and Sabrina Carpenter truly join forces in 2026, it won't just be a collaboration. It will be a statement. A reminder that music is still capable of surprising us, still capable of creating moments that feel like history in real time. So, will it happen? Will Bruno Mars and Sabrina Carpenter shock the world with the most unexpected partnership in pop music? The clues are there, the whispers are growing louder, and the stage feels set, and maybe, just maybe, the next time the lights dim, the crowd hushes, and that spotlight hits the stage, we won't just see Bruno Mars. We'll see Sabrina Carpenter right there with him, rewriting the story of what pop music can be. Until then, the mystery remains. But one thing is certain. If this collaboration is real, 2026 will never be the same, and so we wait, on the edge of our seats, for the truth to be revealed, because sometimes, rumors aren't just rumors. Sometimes, they're destiny. That if you're as excited as we are about the possibility of Bruno Mars and Sabrina Carpenter creating something unforgettable together, make sure you subscribe, leave a comment with your predictions, and share this video with every music fan you know. Because when the truth comes out, you'll want to say you were here, that you were part of the moment, that you saw it coming before the world did. This is not just a story. This is the beginning of history.